this is a podcast all about Bears. You either cheering for this team or just pulling your hair. I like to take a minute, just sit right back and tell you how I became the #1 Bears fan.
That boy is Benny Hunter.
Cake on the mic, cake on the mic. Cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down, bear down.
Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy actually made me not want to do an introduction here on Keek on the Mic. I'm always a really happy guy. Usually say, hey, what's going on, Bears fan? No, none of that today. 26-6, the final against the Cleveland Browns, which, for the most part, doesn't really show that how well our defense played in the first half. I'm joined here by my dad today, like always.
What's up, Bears fans?
I'm not sure if he actually wanted to join. I think I kind of forced him because I needed this back and forth interaction for this podcast, because what we just witnessed from Matt Nagy was, there's so many words, disgusting, humiliating, embarrassing. Something that this fan base does not deserve. We're also excited for Justin Fields, of course.
Of course we are.
So excited for Justin Fields, but Matt Nagy said, nope, not today. Not today. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'm just going to let my dad go over some stats.
Man. It's very tough day. We were excited about Justin Fields starting his first game and also playing in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, all the fans was there looking to see what he would do, but it's just ridiculous. It's embarrassing. The defense has been carrying this team for the last fucking 4 years, and I'm sick and tired of this shit. McCaskies, if you don't see what the fuck is going on, sell the team. Sell the fucking team right now, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Matt Nagy can't even score 21 fucking points. We had 6 first downs.
Yeah.
6. In a whole goddamn game.
Yeah.
1 for 11 on third down. 48 rushing yards. 48? Really?
With arguably a top 10 rusher in David Montgomery.
And then one more stat, man, because I can sit here and just go. We gave up 9 sacks.
9
sacks. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Miles Garrett
unacceptable.
Miles Garrett had 4.5 by himself.
Unacceptable. I don't give a fuck who Miles. He ain't no Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
He's not Aaron Donald.
Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy went 6 for 20 today, not Justin Fields.
Right.
Matt Nagy went 6 for 20.
Right.
The play calls were some of the worst I've seen from Matt Nagy.
Right.
And you guys know me. I'm a very optimistic Bears fan. But I'm also going to be realistic and tell how it is.
Right.
We're going to lose to Detroit next week if he comes out calling plays like that.
I'm going to keep it 100, fans. I mean, I'm one of the biggest Bears fans ever. I didn't took my lumps. I've been a Bears fan since fucking 82.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to lose games. I get it. But that shit that we just put on the TV, on national TV, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Right. Kudos to the Browns for executing our mistakes, I guess you could say. Executing the stupidity of Matt Nagy. But I wasn't really impressed with the Cleveland Browns. They just executed, off of Matt Nagy, apparently.
I'm going to tell you, the Cleveland Browns beat us because we couldn't keep our defense off the field.
Right.
We were sitting right there. Cleveland's supposed to be this great fucking team. Don't get me wrong, their defense is decent. I get it. But you can't keep going 3 and out, and keep putting your defense out there.
Yeah.
I mean, our defense stopped them twice on 4th down, and we did nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Shout out to Robert Quinn. He having a good stretch, a couple of games here. Khalil Mack got a little bit banged up, came out, still produced.
Right.
Not just only in sacks, but holding the edge. Jalen Johnson still playing really good football. He gave up a couple catches, but nothing serious. Overall, the defense kept us in the game.
Right.
But when you're on the field for too goddamn long, what happens? You don't even need to know much about football to know that.
Right.
When your defense is on the field for too long, it doesn't matter if you're a top 10 unit or the worst unit in the NFL.
That part.
If you're on that field for too long, that is exactly what happens. The only time we actually got into the red zone was that pass interference call that they called against the Browns that got us into the red zone, and we still couldn't capitalize.
And you know what I'm sick and tired of? I'm sick or tired of Matt Nagy in these fucking interviews, and you people that go to these interviews don't ask him the tough fucking questions.
Right.
You guys fucking baby him. This has been 4 fucking years, and your offense still is not producing. What are we waiting on?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
We might as well go get Mark Trestman back.
Right.
Mark Trestman at least averaged 28 points a game. His offense, 28 points a game. What the fuck is going on here, people?
And he got ran out of town
Right.
for scoring 28 points a game.
Right.
Lovie Smith got ran out of town for going 10-6.
Right.
But Matt Nagy is just getting these passes for what? For what, McCaskies? For what?
It's your fault, too. Everybody can sit here and say, Matt Nagy, yeah. But he has a boss, and his name is Ryan Pace.
Yeah.
And Ryan Pace has a boss, and it's the McCaskies. You guys need to figure this shit out quick in a hurry before we go, 1 in fucking 16, and then that first round pick's going to go to the New York Giants?
Right.
Figure it out.
And us as fans, I'm hearing you guys. We have a right to be upset. Matt Nagy should have been gone last year, probably. He should have been gone last year. But what frustrates me most about Matt Nagy is he'll sit here in these press conferences leading up to the football game and saying, oh, this was the best week of practice I've seen from this offense. Oh, we're ready to go.
Right.
Ready to go. And then you do that shit?
Right.
What was that? Like, I'm at a loss of words. I think the only thing is if we lose to the Lions, like the way we did today, because the Lions are playing competitive football. Don't look past them.
Right.
If we lose to the Lions, he has to go. But I still don't think that's going to do it.
Right.
I don't know what the McCaskies are seeing. I'm not even sure if they're watching the same game. And the most frustrating part about this game is that, we knew it was going to be a tough game. And us as Bears fans were realizing, oh, we just want to see the development of Justin Fields. You can't even say that. Can't even say that. The play calls put us in such a weird spot in this game so many different times is that they didn't even give the man a chance.
There was more sacks than completions.
Right. They didn't even give Justin Fields a chance. He didn't even use his ability. And you could see in Justin Fields' face when he's walking off the field like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, because he's never experienced anything like that before. He comes from a program, man, that he didn't lose a game in like 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it's different. It's NFL. I get it. But Matt Nagy, stop sabotaging your fucking quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You did that shit with Mitchell Trubisky. Find out what they do well and fucking implement it in your fucking offense. Your offense sucks. This is not Kansas City.
Yeah.
Stop trying to think you're at fucking Kansas City, Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah, it's over. It's done. I think as long as Matt Nagy is our head coach and calling plays, we're not going anywhere.
Right.
We're not going to go in. It's going to be the same thing every single game. Our defense is going to come out, and they're going to be balling their asses off. Let me remind you, they did get, 5 to 6 sacks today? Played their asses off. But when you're on the field for too long, what happens? And that is all on Matt Nagy. Yes, Justin Fields had here and there. Maybe there was a couple throws, but not a lot. Matt Nagy calls the plays. We can go on and on. We can throw stats at you guys. But that was a shit show out there. And it's time to let Matt Nagy go.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what they're seeing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and that goes to you too, Ryan Pace. You need to make a decision. Either you're going to go or he's going to go, or both of you need to go. But something needs to happen here. You need to tell him, okay, you can be the head coach, stay the head coach, but let someone else call the offense because your offense is not working. It's not getting it done.
Like, what offense takes 4 years to implement, and you just keep... It's just frustrating. Like always, Bears fans, let us know how you guys are feeling. I know you guys are feeling the same way as us. I know there's a lot of people out there that wanted Matt Nagy gone after his second year.
Right.
So I can just imagine how frustrated you guys are, and we have a right to be frustrated. We've waited a long time to have a winning football team, a winning organization, and the defense is still there. They still have that window of opportunity, but once again,
not for long.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Because of Matt Nagy.
I have one of my best friends that I've coached football with forever that can run an offense better than you. He can come to Chicago right now and put in his offense and score more points than you, Matt Nagy. You're fucking pathetic. You're pathetic. I tried to stand by you. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you are terrible. Yeah. I don't know what you did in Kansas City. I don't know if that was Andy Reid. Andy Reid gave you the praise, but I don't know why he gave you the praise, because your offense is pure D shit.
Yeah, and Bears fans, just realize that we're very positive Bears fans. We're not sitting here trying to be negative. We love our Chicago Bears, but it comes to a point where we're tired of it.
Right.
We're tired of it. It's time for the McCaskies to man up and say, you know what? It's time to go.
Right.
It's time to pack your shit and get out of Chicago.
Enough is enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You ran, like I said, we mentioned it before early in the podcast. You ran out John Fox. You ran out Mark Trestman. You ran out Lovie Smith. All those three coaches I'd rather have at this moment.
Right.
But for Matt Nagy, you have a soft spot all of a sudden?
It's just unbelievable. I don't know. I didn't see anything to help Justin Fields. I didn't see no development. You keep saying how wow, you guys have these wow moments of Justin Fields. I didn't see nothing wow about it.
No.
I mean, so I don't know what you guys are watching and what you guys are telling all these reporters, but also you reporters, you need to ask the hard questions. Matt Nagy, why is it taking so long? I don't understand. This is year 4, and your offense is not scoring points. You're barely scoring 10 points a game. That is absolutely ridiculous, and it's not going to get it done. And as long as you're doing that, the Bears will never win and go nowhere. I'm one of the biggest Bears fans. I know I'm sounding negative right now, but I'm sick and tired of it. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of it. It's always about the defense. You want the defense to bail your ass out, just like when we lost and you blame Cody Parkey. That was your fault then. The offense didn't score no fucking points then. Cody Parkey scored all our points in that playoff game, and then you still wanted to point the finger at him, so the finger wasn't pointed at you. So you need to look yourself in the fucking mirror, and you need to decide you need to let the play calling go and let someone else do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like always, Bears fans, let us know how you guys are feeling down below. Dad, do you have anything else to add before we end this podcast?
No, I just hope that Justin Fields just keeps his confidence, and
once we get a new coach in there, hopefully.
Well, the good thing about it is you get to play another game. It ain't like it was your last game of the season.
Right.
The thing that I would have loved to see with the last 3 minutes was to put something together positive. So if Justin Fields is our starting quarterback next week, he goes into that with that positive look. Now he goes into a game being sacked 9 times, maybe hurt his hand. We don't even know what the status of that is, and we don't even know what the status of Andy Dalton is. So it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating, but I'm going to always be a Bears fan. We can go 0-16, and I will always root for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on here. You know, I could have sat here and talked about stats. Stats. But at this point, the real problem is Matt Nagy, and I think we all finally realized that. And my dad and I were one of the biggest supporters of Matt Nagy, kind of stood by him through this process, just because that's what we do as fans. We just sit by our team. But it's self-evident now that Matt Nagy, the inabilities of him as a play caller is just not going to get it done in Chicago. So we'll see what happens. I think they're going to let him finish the season, but as of for now, I guess we just sit here and go along on the ride and I guess bear down, right? So, like always, make sure you comment down below and let me know how you guys are feeling. I know it's probably not good, but still comment down below. Interact with me. Maybe I'll respond to you, and maybe we can get you guys on the podcast and talk about your feelings. That would be awesome. Right. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content on this podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Kick on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Kick on the Mic. Thanks, guys.
You ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
This year, I'm betting the football season with MyBookie. When betting with MyBookie, you'll receive a 100% match on your very first deposit up to $1,000.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Betting with MyBookie this season was the obvious choice for me because every time this happens,
Touchdown Bears!
or this happens,
80-yard touchdown run!
I win. The best part about this whole thing is that you can support the show by using the promo code KOTM. So Bears fans, what are you waiting for? Go to mybookie.ag, use my promo code KOTM, and receive a 100% match on your first deposit up to $1,000 and make it a winning season with MyBookie today.